Can you sum up in as kind of quickly as you can, I suppose, what the Fairness Commission is hoping to achieve?
Yes, you're right. It's a difficult one to sum up briefly, but I'll try. What we're trying to do is to look at inequalities in Sheffield and to find ways in which all of the relevant organisations in Sheffield can come together and try to make a difference to that. So, of course, there's a national context. Policy is made in Whitehall. There's globalisation, and policy is made by multinational companies. So the question arises, what can one city do in the face of that massive structure of inequality? Nonetheless, I think that you've got the City Council, you've got the major employers, you've got the National Health Service, you've got 2 universities. There is some prospect of something being done to try to overcome the worst instances of social injustice and to make life chances more equal in this city.
You're talking about inequality. What would you say are some of the worst examples of inequalities within the city?
Well, there are many, and as it happens, Sheffield has a really good record of keeping track of those inequalities. Perhaps the record in addressing them is not so good, but the leading example is the life and death one, if you like. So Sheffield is quite unlike other comparable cities, say Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds, in that it's divided, rigidly divided between the east and the west. You just travel, from the centre of town, from the east to the west, then you're travelling a distance of a few hundred yards. But in terms of life expectancy, for men you're travelling 8 years, and for women 9 years, just between the east and the west of the city. So on the east side, there are 29 neighbourhoods that are in the lowest fifth, the most deprived in the whole of the country. On the west side, there are 6 neighbourhoods that are in the top 10% of the whole country. And that is stark. So the sharpest of those inequalities must be the life and death one, that men on the west side on average live longer by 8 years than men on the east side, and women live longer by 9 years. And of course it's not just death rates, how long people live, but it's the illness and the disability that goes on at the same time as well. So those on the west side less likely to suffer from long-term disabilities compared with those on the east side.
And how long has the Commission been going on so far?
Only for 1 month, and it's just been set up, and it's not a political commission. It is decidedly non-political, although it has the leaders of the 3 main political parties in Sheffield sitting on it. I've been appointed as an independent chair, but we've been asked by the leader of the council, whose idea it was, if we can report by September, so that the ideas that come out of the Commission can flow into the City Council's budget making round. So it's quite a tight time schedule.
And you mentioned that tight time schedule. Have there been any solutions put forward or ideas put forward so far?
No. We just had one meeting where basically everyone got to know each other. We agreed the terms of reference and got the thing going. And as it happens, on Wednesday, it's the first evidence session. So people have been invited to come to the Commission, give evidence, and the Commission will consider those. And we'll meet probably half a dozen times over the next couple of months with evidence on health, on income disparities, age disparities, all of those things. Put it all together and then produce a report with some clear recommendations about what can be done in the city, but also some things that are beyond the scope of the city that need national policy changes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Pleasure. Is that what you need?
Yeah.